Appreciate that. So anyway, yeah, we do have a subscribe. So it is nice to try the new versions, but again, we may run into some issues. And the irony of the situation is I'm actually taking it onto the Pilotedge network, and I have not flown this version. So it's a very, how shall we say, a very dangerous situation. So yeah. Anyway, so let's get the webcam up, and we'll see if the GoFlight Pro MCP Pro panel launches with this new version. So bear with me as I set up the camera. We call this the MCP cam. All right, there's the MCP cam. We need to adjust it just a tad here. I'll bring the keyboard down a little bit. Let that face the camera here a little bit. There we go. And we can optimize the size of the MCP cam by taking that right down. That should be good. Is that a good size? You guys let me know. I mean, I could make it really big if you wanted. All right, there's fine. All right, so fingers crossed that this MCP Pro panel is going to work with this new Zibo version. So I'm going to launch my GoFlight Git tool. Thank you, Max, for permitting. Let's do... All right, well, there you go. Bam. It's loaded the new profile that I downloaded today. And let's see here. It looks like we have reading course 347, heading 016, altitude 7400, course 345. All right, let's go inside and see if the MCP corresponds. Oh, the plane is off. So let's go ahead and turn the plane battery on, close the guard. We'll go ground power on, standby power to auto, and we'll cabin utility power on. We might as well start the alignment of the navs. We'll put the position on steady, and yeah, we'll go through a little bit more on the checklist here in just a moment. All right, so let's test the MCP panel. So we got course knob here. Oh, snack. We got heading speed. We got actual heading. We got altitude. And course. So it's all working. Oh, snacky snack. All right. I promise that word will get very old someday. Oh. We gotta subscribe.
Inching closer to that 1 year mark.
We gotta subscribe. Professor Binkleton, thank you for the Twitch baby. We just had our Twitch baby, Professor Binkleton. Thank you for the 9 months of support. Getting very close to the anniversary. Yes. The other thing that we're going to celebrate here, we gotta subscribe, is in 6 days, we're going to celebrate our second anniversary on Twitch as a streamer. Second anniversary on Twitch. Thank you, Professor Binkleton. I appreciate the support. All right, we're going to load up some fuel here before we get too far into this. I'm going to empty my center tank, and I'm going to load up... I think I got a block fuel of 13,304, so I'm going to load in, I'll just load in 7,000 each side. That gives us a good reserve. We'll hit apply. Micah Ripper, how you doing? Only aware of only one major problem I'm aware of. Ha ha! I don't care. I'm still free. You can take the sky.
Great seeing you fly on PE John Fly. Much love.
The Pilotedge gods. in with a nice donation toward the annual subscribe to the Pilotedge network. Thank you, Pilotedge gods. Thank you very much, Pilotedge gods. That's awesome. Thank you. I do need to resize this though, because my Benny Sim overlay is a little bit in the way there. There we go. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pilotedge gods. All right. So we have fuel. We got the battery already in, standby power already auto, ground power already out, IRS alignment. Let's go ahead and set our IRS position. Hit FMC, pause init, last position. We're going to set in Kilo Alpha Bravo Quebec. And we won't put in our route quite yet because we want to get clearance before we go through that whole show. And we'll go position light is already on steady. We'll go passenger signs to auto. Got new sounds tonight too. The brand new Audio Bird F Mod sound pack tonight. So let's see, passenger signs. Let's go up here and hit our window heat. This is the 737-800. You can see it. It's a Zibo, the Zibo mod of the default. Yep. Okay, we got trim air on. Recirc fans to already on auto, which is a difference version, you know, in versions 3.06 to 3.2 as they left the circ fans in auto. Which I might have to modify my checklist just a bit if I'm doing it from cold and dark. Oops. Alright, we're at a very high field, so we're going to do 2 fuel pumps. 1 and 2 coming on, and we'll start the APU. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Some reason my clouds in X-Plane 11 suck. They look like, well, I'm rocking some SkyMax Pro clouds. You can see behind my left ear there's a SkyMax Pro version 4.6 cloud sitting there. Alright, so we've got APU starting. Hello dogs, good afternoon. Okay, after this EGT settles on the APU, we'll go ahead and turn on the APU bleed and the APU gens. Music Man for sure. The route will show up once I file on Pilotedge, I think, but maybe that bot command is broken. Okay, Pilotedge. I'm gonna have to test that here in just a bit. So we now have APU bleed on. And generators are on. We can turn the ground power off. We can arm the emergency exit lights. Let's go get our clearance. So up here under pilot, let's see, Pilotedge Connect. Tonight we are SouthWest 572. If anyone has a Bluebell CSL, they'll see me as SouthWest.
Connected to Pilotedge.
We're going to come back up here and we'll go to Pilotedge and we're going to go to File Flight Plan. We're going to be going from KABQ. You can see the route below me in the banner to KPHX. The route today will be the Largo 2, maybe, via Zune. And the Eagle... is it the Eagle 6? Eagle... yeah, Eagle 6. We'll be going at flight level 320. There we go. Watching John fly while doing ortho. Nice. Hello, Epic Nobody. Hello again. SWA, okay. Make sure you have the parking brake set and chocks removed before calling the pushback. Really? I have to set the chocks, huh? How do you set the chocks? Is that in the FMC menu? That is interesting that the parking brake is not set. Is it set in the previous versions? So the gate is pulling away, but we don't have any animations yet. Let's call for clearance here. Program. Alright, she recovered. Whew. Alright, let's tune to Phoenix clearance, or sorry, Albuquerque clearance. So over here on the four-fly view, we'll go airports, we'll go to nearest airport, go to Albuquerque. Clearance, as you can see, is on 119.2. So let's change to a radio. Setcom 119.2.
COM1 set to 119.25.
Setcom 119.20.
COM1 set to 119.2.
Alright, hopefully that is all hunky-dory. We'll double check the Pilotedge map to make sure that we're on the correct frequency. And we are. So now we'll come up here and make sure that you guys can hear Pilotedge by going to preferences. Yep, that looks good. Let's call in for clearance and see what happens. Albuquerque clearance, Southwest 572, instruments to Phoenix, please.
Southwest 572, Albuquerque clearance, loading request, standby.
A little bit loud maybe there, huh? Maybe I'll turn him down just a tad here. Oh!
Hi John, any snow there yet?
Steve PHL with the subscribe. Thank you for letting me rock the invisible.
American 343 Denver Center, call and maintain for level 2.
We got a subscribe. No snow in here, but there is snow in Denver. I heard a snow in Denver today. No snow in Utah that I can see. Thank you for the support, Steve. Looking forward to seeing you.
We got a subscribe.
This summer.
We got a subscribe. We got a subscribe.
Southwest 572, current available, advisory to copy.
Ready to copy, Southwest 572.
Southwest 572, clear the Phoenix Airport via the Roadrunner 3 departure. Zuni transition, Eagle 6 arrival. Climb via SID, squawk 7330.
Clear to Phoenix, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition, Eagle 6. Climb via the SID, 7330, Southwest 572.
Southwest 572, read that correct. You expect runway 3 for departure.
Runway 3 for departure. Thank you, Southwest 572. Alright, let's immediately go down and enter our squawk code, which is 7330. And I'll turn our transponder on. Alright, I'm glad we did program, because now we're doing the Roadrunner. Exactly. So now I gotta change the Benny Sim overlay, because the Benny Sim overlay shows the Largo 2. So we're gonna do flight plan, routes. I'm just looking here on the flight here. So Roadrunner, Zune, Eagle 6 right there. And runway 3. Never taken off of runway 3 here. Eagle 6 into Phoenix. I don't know what it'll be. Let's just guess it'll be 7 left, but I don't know yet. Alright, so top altitude on the Roadrunner 3 is flight level 200. So we'll program that into the FMC and when the time comes. I also wanted to get the Roadrunner code, which is RDRNR. So now I can change the BennySim overlay so the route shows correctly below. Alright, continue down the list. No, doesn't look like it's working yet. Alright, I have to work on the route. Thank you. Oh, it did come back.
Southwest 6262 Albuquerque Center, descend via the Hydro 1 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 2984.
Did come back. Alright, I'm going to set up my pressure panel now. We're going to flight level 320. Landing altitude in Phoenix is 1135. So we'll put this to 1150, as AJ would say. Alright, the altimeter we'll get from the ATIS, but I'm going to bring up just the data output temporarily here.
November 7860 Golf, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Alright, altimeter 3006, so we'll change that to 3006. Change this to 3006. Program the FMC, so our destination tonight is KPHX.
American 343, connect, Denver Center 127.
Hello, Blue Idol. We're going to do departure out of Albuquerque, runway 3. Roadrunner 3 with the Zuni transition. Execute that. Arrival into Phoenix is the Eagle 6 Zuni transition.
American 343, Denver Center, climb and maintain for level 290.
No discons, so that's good. On the init page.
November 60 Golf, go ahead with your question.
7 on the reserves. Cost index 105 tonight. Flight level 320. N1 limit. OD rate. Takeoff flaps 5. 123, 124, 134. 134 in Bush covers code 3. Initial altitude, we're going to go ahead and bug this up to 20,000 because that's the top altitude on the SID. Should follow the restrictions on the Roadrunner, I hope. We've got a adder below here. Should be good. Alright, let's set our trim. So initialization here, CG 4.94.
60 Golf.
We'll come down here and set the trim to almost 5. Good sounds tonight. Can you guys hear those sounds okay?
November 60 Golf, the letter of agreement between Albuquerque Center and Los Angeles Center says that the aircraft have to cross the boundary at flight level 250, and that's a good way for the control at ZL8 or at Los Angeles to do so. So that's why the instruction was given to you, and that's called a mile fix. It's 30 miles east of that VOR. You have to cross at 250.
That's cool. There's a letter of agreement between LA Center and Albuquerque Center. An LOA. Okay, hydraulics. The fuel pumps are all on. Hydraulics are all coming on. We want to do anti-collision light coming on. Alright. Chocks removed. Just do it on the external visual to confirm. Okay. So the gate's away. I don't see any chocks, so that's good. Alright, so the question now I have is if we look at the for-flight view and we go to airports and then taxiways.
Challenger 60 Golf, you can resume normal speed.
Can I push back? I can. That's a non-movement area right there, right? So I can push back without a ground clearance. I hope. Famous last words. Better pushback. Plan the pushback. We're just going to do a simple... I want to escape out of everything. Oh, you meant let us watch the pushback planning, as in watch the pushback planning. Oops. Dang, 4-flight on the screen again.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
The word, I will quote Mr. X Goldsy. He said, "I will try to finish it this month." That is the official quote from Mr. X from the live stream. Hello, McShiggity Pilot. I love how it's raising up the...
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
We won't start engines yet, because I just want to watch the pushback. Plus our wheels up time has changed due to dispatch changes. What are my rendering settings at? I will show you as soon as I stop. Let me hopefully I don't forget. Is that Tanner Man on the frequency? Nice. Got some company. Rumors have it that Mr. Max will be joining us for the second leg. Although I'm a little bit behind schedule on getting to that second leg. Hello, firefighter. Sorry about that, Epic Nobody. I'll try to remember to keep 4-flight off the screen after I use it. You're joining in the G4. Nice. Very nice. Well, I will be a little bit slow and methodical in my pushback. I'm enjoying the Mr. X textures on the runway. How do you guys like that? That ramp texture. Alright. I'll go ahead and go packs off. And we'll do engine start. Number 2. Hopefully this...
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow.
American 343, verified transponder 7147.
Add the fuel. We have successful start.
Thanks.
Or a successful starting of the start. You run the Mr. X AEHD package so you get those textures everywhere. Yeah, it's a nice texture package. If your headset operator has to run, you're going too fast. It's true. It's going to disconnect and go to hand signals. You're getting set up for the flight? Nice. Alright.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
Start number 1.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Thank you. You have a good drive back to the terminal. John Fly.
Challenger 6 Sierra Golf, where are you direct to?
Add the fuel. Let's monitor the gauges. Good N1, good EGT.
Okay, 6 Sierra Golf, I'm showing you off course from the arrival. Should be direct to paint right now to join the arrival and then transition for the eastern runways.
I don't think Durka's here, but if you are Durka, hello. That was a auto host, I believe. Thank you. Going to join. Awesome, Max. Yeah, we're in no rush. I know that took a lot longer. You were able to eat dinner. Alright, we're going to come up to the top and we're going to turn our generators on.
Calendar 6 Air Golf, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
And then we're going to turn our packs back on for air conditioning for that lovely Swedish bikini team. We're going to turn the engine bleeds on. Get some bleed air off the APU, and we'll turn the APU off. Even though there's normally, I think, what did you say, a minute before you turn off the APU normally, Todorico? And then we'll go probe heat on.
Over ground, Gulfstream 72 Kilo Juliet at the junior ramp for a taxi, information Yankee.
Remember 786 here, Golf, Phoenix approach, expect ILS runway 7 right approach. And, okay, I still don't show you direct to paint right now. Are you able to pick up the arrival if you go direct to, can you go direct to punt and then resume the eastern transition for runway 7 right?
Thank you for the host, Bucky. Thank you, appreciate that, Bucky Official. Click on Bucky Official, give the man a follow. Yaw damper on, any ice not required. Flaps will be 5.
Calendar 6 Air Golf, roger. After punt, descend via the Hydra 1 arrival, runway 7 right.
RTO on the rejected takeoff, auto brake setting, taxi lights coming on, but we're not in any hurry. Runway turn-off lights on.
American 343.
And let's set up our MCP. So on the MCP camera, we'll go flight director on.
71 Kilo Juliet.
Flight director on.
Runway 3, taxi via taxi via Foxtrot.
We're going to set a IAS of 137, a heading of 030. Everything else can be off for now. So the MCP is now set. Ground, we'll wait for Max to call on clearance before we get going. I think Tannerman is right over there, and he's going to be taxiing probably here pretty soon.
Upgrade Sky 5582.
Uh-oh, breaking up a little bit. No rush, Max.
American 343, cross Fisher at and maintain 16,000. Colorado Springs altimeter 3029er.
Thank you, Steph Daddy. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, rendering settings. Good call. So thank you for reminding me. Under here,
5582 Albuquerque
graphics. We got maximum HDR, maximum texture quality, 4x SSAA on the anti-aliasing, number of world objects high, reflection detail off, no parked aircraft, and no shadows, and no V-sync. And we have shepherd's pie. Oh, that keeps happening. Fortunately, we know.
That was 5582, clear to Phoenix Airport, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition, Eagle 6 arrival. Climb via SID, departure frequency 127.4, squawk 7124.
Alright, clear to Phoenix Harbor, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition as about climb via SID. 27.4 departure, squawk 7124, 5582.
Skywest 5582, read back there.
Satcom 1, 121.9er.
COM1 set to 121.9.
Let's check, make sure that, yep, that worked. 121.9er is ground. Albuquerque ground, Southwest 572, terminal taxi with whiskey.
Southwest 572, runway 3, taxi via Alpha, Charlie, Foxtrot, cross runway 26 at Charlie, hold short of runway 30.
All right, runway 3 via Alpha, Charlie, Foxtrot, cross runway 26 at Charlie, and hold short of 30, Southwest 572.
Challenger 60 Golf, after Balti, cleared ILS runway 7, right approach.
That is the longest taxi instruction I've received outside of Long Beach. So, Alpha, Charlie, Foxtrot, hold short, or cross runway 26 at Charlie, hold short of 30. The other thing, Bucky, is to make sure that you sound older than you are on Pilotedge.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can take the sky from me.
Cooper.
Gotta keep up with
Ground
the
Sky
Pilotedge
582 to
gods.
the Terminal Taxi Whiskey.
Cooperfish again with the dono. Thank you. Keeping the Pilotedge dream alive. Thank you very, very much. All right, we want to go Alpha. Thank you, Cooperfish.
SkyWest 5582, correction, Albuquerque ground, runway 3, taxi via Alpha, Charlie, Foxtrot, hold, correction, cross runway 26 at Charlie, hold short, runway 30.
Alright, 3 via Alpha Charlie Foxtrot, cross 26, hold short 30 for 5582.
Challenger 60 Golf, Phoenix altimeter 2984.
They have one of the best flight plane training programs. Yeah, do the cat ratings, Bucky. Okay, we've been given permission to cross runway 26 at Charlie. I think you normally turn on a lot of lights when you're crossing a runway, though. But whoop. Let me go over to Discord here. We need to hold short of 30. There's Max. McShiggity, the route.
572, cross runway 30 at Charlie.
Cross 30 at Charlie, Southwest 572.
Challenger 60 Golf, contact Phoenix Tower 120.9er. SkyWest 5582, cross runway 30 at Charlie.
Cross 30 Charlie 582.
Phoenix Tower, Challenger 7860 Golf, ILS, runway 7 right.
November 7860 Golf, Phoenix Tower, wind variable at 4, runway 7 right, clear to land.
Runway 7 right, clear to land, Challenger 7860 Golf.
Hold on. I'm watching on the stream and trying to keep up.
What's interesting is I can see you. I would have thought it was the same.
Because you have the ground clamping plug-in on. I don't think I have that one.
Okay.
American 343 Springs.
I'm trying to watch by the stream, but it's a little tough. Sorry about that.
You got that?
No worries. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, I had to just stuff down some food. Sorry, I was a couple minutes late.
It's okay. I was late getting going, but I was being slow
American
and
343,
methodical.
your choice, ILS runway 35 left, 35 right, or RNAV runway 31 is also available.
Pretty good. You might be getting some feedback because I got the volume pretty high on PE, but
That's okay.
American 343,
it was
good.
good.
ILS runway 31
Good weekend. Running the new F-mod sounds for this Zibo.
What do you think so far? Pretty dope?
Yeah, and I'm not a sound guy, but it sounds pretty good. I was doing a Southwest taxi there for a bit. Did Tannerman already take off? Yeah, you can see the route in the overlay below. And yeah.
1 Kilo Juliet Albuquerque Tower with 340 at 16, gust 21, runway 3 cleared for takeoff.
Alright.
Takeoff,
Oh,
runway 3,
I need to
Eagle
keep
trim,
going so
Kilo
Max
Juliet.
doesn't come into the back of me. Hold on. Alright, can you guys let me know how the overlay is now? Oh, Tannerman's up here, I think. I see him. Is the overlay showing info? V-Looper, thinking about getting PE if I was. Do you have to be super... You can start off with the real basics, you know. Jump in a Skyhawk. And, yeah. Don't have to be anything fancy. Just start with the cat ratings. There's a lot of good YouTube videos out there. Oh, we got a crosswind, Max.
Nice.
American 343
It's
turn
a
left heading
serious
330,
crosswind.
intercept runway 35 left,
Sporting
localizer, and
instinct.
try to maintain 9 or
It's like... I got wind 300. Why didn't we go off of... Oh, man.
American 343, just trying to maintain 9 or 1,000.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Wow.
Departure 1 Kilo Juliet.
Alright. Landing lights on. Taxi light off. Strobe and steady. Strobe and steady wins the race. Ooh, engine's on continuous. Taxi is... Alright, that's good. Turn our auto throttle on. And we'll call in the tower, which is on 120.3. Set COM 1 120.3.
COM1 set to 120.3.
And I don't have the departure.
American 343, 6 miles from midday, maintain 9 or 1,000 until established on the localizer.
27.4.
27.4, thank you. Just going to set that just right here. Alright. Albuquerque Tower, Southwest 572, short, runway 3.
Southwest 572, Albuquerque Tower, wind 340 at 16, gust 21, runway 3 cleared for takeoff.
It's gusty. Runway 3 clear for takeoff. Southwest 572. Yeah.
Albuquerque Tower, Skywest 5582, departure runway 3.
Skywest 5582, Albuquerque Tower, runway 3, line up in the way.
On runway 3, 5582.
Well, they'll give a lineup and wait, even though I'm not even started down the runway. That's cool.
Yeah, because I think it's progressive. I'm watching you. You're good. Via the streamage.
No, I just had never had that before. That was cool. Alright, guys, I'll be not paying attention to chat here for just a bit. I have not been quite Zibo'd yet, so that's good.
Gulfstream 1 Kilo Juliet.
Hopefully we can fight that
center
crosswind.
134.6.
There's Toga. Oh, snack. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that crosswind is real.
Is it?
Oh my gosh.
November 71 Kilo
40.
Juliet, Albuquerque Center, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Rotate. Some new rotation sounds, that's good. Gear up. VNav on. LNav on. Autopilot on. 400.
Good evening, Monterey Clearance. This is November Windtree 909er at the General Aviation Terminal with information Quebec, looking for IFR to Sacramento Executive 13909.
Southwest 572, contact departure.
Departure, Southwest 572.
November 139er, I'm runway clearance on request, standby.
Albuquerque departure, Southwest 572, 7000, climbing Roadrunner 3.
Southwest 572, Albuquerque departure, radar contact, climbing, maintain flight level 200 for climb via the SID.
Climb via the SID, Southwest 572. Alright.
American 343, just verify you've got that glide slope.
Clean up our flaps. Oops, wrong direction with the flaps.
American 343, roger.
I think we want one more of
Vector
those.
343, contact Springs Tower 119.9er.
Alright, oh, flap didn't quite clean up. Okay, 9,000, cleared to climb via the SID. That Zibo's fast.
Vector
Heck
343
yeah.
Springs Tower, wind 340 at 12, runway 35 left, big left. That was 5582, wind 340 at 16, gusts 21, runway 3 cleared for takeoff.
Max has been cleared for takeoff. Change our range here. Forgot to bring the peanuts. Uh-oh, we brought pretzels though.
$80.
What's that?
VFR aircraft calling standby. Remember 139er clearance available, guys ready to copy.
One, rotate.
Rotate for Max.
139er cleared to Sacramento Executive Airport, Monterey 4 departure, vectors to Salinas, then is filed. Climb via the SID, departure frequency 121.3, squawk 2525. November 139er reback, correct?
Passing through a
Southwest
cloud.
572, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
34.6, Southwest 572.
That was 5582, contact departure.
Departure 5582.
Setcom 134.6.
Departure Sky 5582 out of 7.2 on the Roadrunner 3 departure.
That was 5582, Albuquerque departure, radar contact.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 572, 18,000, climbing Roadrunner 3.
Southwest 572, Albuquerque Center, roger. Climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain 320, Southwest 572. Alright, we can rotate that up.
November 4732, Charlie, leave you were calling Seattle Center with the VFR request, go ahead.
Flaps up.
November 4732, Charlie, roger. Squawk 6421, maintain VFR, say aircraft type.
Shepherd's pie is not rigged, it's legit. That's right, St. Wolfric, yep. Wait, are you eating on camera but not under the social eating category? I switched. I'm no longer under flight
That's not
sim.
Ricky, Charlie,
I'm
roger.
under social eating. Check your refresh your channel. Will Rising loves the Southwest peanuts. Yep. I haven't flown Southwest for a while. I know that soup that he's drinking. It's not vape.
Oh, can you hear me?
I love it. I'm getting.
I must be.
I'm getting the play-by-play. Like you were like,
But
okay,
my
flaps.
thing is, how am I live?
You want to be live. You want to.
No, but I didn't think I was Vox though.
Yeah, but you want to be because that way you don't have to press push to talk on anything. You just talk. But then again, yeah, you can change your settings if you want.
No, it's fine. I don't. Interesting.
Soup, not vape. Yep. Max is it. Max
Barney's
is
the
it.
vapor. I'm the
Yep.
Jack 32 Charlie,
Yep.
radar contact 25 miles west of Olympia. Altitude indicates 5,500. Contact Seattle approach 125.6.
No X Enviro for me, AJ. This is all lovely SkyMax. I'm not a fan of X Enviro yet. I'm waiting for.
That was 5582. Contact Albuquerque Center
I'm waiting for
134.6.
1.08. I want to try 1.08, but for the time being,
134.634.6.
I mean, look at it. Doesn't it look pretty good? Sounds like a bisque, maybe a cream-based soup.
Albuquerque Sky 5582 is 13.8 on the Roadrunner 3 departure 200.
Oh,
November
pressure.
4732 Charlie, Seattle approach, roger. Olympia altimeter 3010, maintain VFR.
SOP says turn these bad boys off.
Skywest 5580 Albuquerque Center, climb and maintain flight level 300.
300, 5582.
American 343, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Hotel Papa, monitor ground .7, good day.
I'm a big fan of SkyMax. That's no secret.
John, what are your winds right now, out of curiosity?
My winds are 306 at 63 at flight level 280.
Wow, okay, cool.
What do you got? What do you have, Max?
285 at 25, but I'm still at 15. This plane climbs like a pumpkin.
What is it? What plane are you in?
I'm in this Aerosoft CRJ.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm digging it with the new update. I'm not ooming as much, so it's like
Nice.
better. Yeah.
Oh no. No.
You crashed. Oh, snack. Oh, John Fly crashed.
No. It's okay. You know what? My sim is allergic to those P3D words that you were using.
Doesn't like it, huh?
My sim's like, oh no, you didn't. Don't even be thinking about it. I was tempted again the other day to go V4 because of this new 4.1 that's coming out. But don't tell anyone.
I'm not gonna mention it. We love X-Plane. The sim runs smooth when we talk X-Plane love. But I feel like your sim's been having hiccups like recently in the past.
Yes. Yeah, you were witness to a bunch of them.
Yeah. It's like you're so close it just booming on you.
It's the life of a tweaker, and I'm not talking drugs. I'm talking simulation. We all tweak, and so we do all these different things, and then we introduce these instabilities into our simulation lives. Like I have this error now with my MCP Pro panel, but I love the fact that I can come up here and I can rotate these buttons. I'm a button freak.
You think it's not working now?
It's working fine right now, but every once in a while it has an error. Like for example, if I go to the X-Plane menu and then come back to the sim, the MCP Pro panel goes
Really?
Yeah. So
that's a bug with X-Plane or MCP?
That's a bug with the GoFlight and the GoFlight X-Plane software. It's
okay.
Yeah.
That's why. Got it. Okay.
All right, let me know what your winds are at flight level, at your cruise. Because I think you're going just below me, but I'm curious if our winds are similar.
Yeah, they're starting to pick up now. They're 293 at 50.
Okay, yep.
So as I'm climbing, they're getting brutal.
Yeah, that was close, wasn't it, guys? Your local pal, how you doing? Max hopped the fence. You can't use SkyMax when there are storm clouds. My frame rate drops to 9. All other clouds, I have no problems. Yeah, they are a little more high def, the SkyMax, because the X Enviro doesn't have the HD clouds unless you, I guess if you put it, I guess you can put in different textures that maybe make it a somewhat HD, but SkyMax has better clouds. But yeah, you do need the processing power, both GPU and CPU, to compensate for the load. Check the log to see what caused the hiccup. Spaghetti Bowl. I don't even want to look at anything right now. I just want to let it go like smoothly along here for a moment. I don't think it's going to be in the log. I think it was probably an ortho tile load, maybe. I don't know. But I could look at the log, but I don't want to touch anything right now. Uh-oh. Chucklehead's caused a bank heist. Tannerman is showing. Tannerman is showing 308 at 88. What flight level are you, Tannerman?
He's in the Gulf Stream. He's probably at like 48. So, John, can I ask you a question? So, I might have missed it. What happened with John Fly Miles? How come it's these bank? It's super cool. I just didn't know. Like, when did that change? I feel like I watched a lot of your streams and I might have missed one.
You know how there's Nightbot and there's all these different bots, right?
Yeah.
Well, the company that ran my system was called BrainBot.
Yeah.
And they one morning just said, we're shutting down.
Really?
Yeah. So they said, we're shutting down, and they gave us no warning. It was just done one day.
Wow.
And it was really a really sad thing because I had invested so much time in development. But I'll tell you what, I did reinstitute a command tonight. and I'm going to put it.
So what happens to all the John Fly miles that
They're
everybody had
all
accumulated?
Gonski.
Okay, so everybody's starting over.
Everyone's starting over. But
Okay,
look what
so
I
what-
look what I revived tonight though. Watch this one.
Come on, come on, come on, come on! You can do it. Get down, get down, get down.
But it costs you a lot of snacks in order to play that sound. So
Okay.
if anyone tries to play the sound, it deducts.
How do you get snacks though?
I give out snacks for the same similar things like betting, roulette, trivia
Oh, you still have
questions.
that.
You yeah. You earn them. You earn them as you watch, but it's a much slower rate.
Okay.
And so Chuckle Hut just lost 50 snacks because he typed in !rip.
Okay, got it.
And your voice came across. So I've instituted a few more commands coming back. So we're slowly rejuvenating the former, the John Fly Mile era, but it was really sad. It really sucked.
Remember 399er runway 28 left taxi.
Oh, and here's
Alpha.
another thing that we do. We allow people to steal. So I'll go ahead.
Come on, come on, come on, come on! You can do it. Get down, get down, get down.
I gotta turn that get down. It's too loud. Max is like the neighbors are like, who is that? Let's see if I can turn that down just a little bit. So Captain Bano just lost 50 snacks for playing that sound.
November 8 Tango Foxtrot. He sent via the Surfer 2 arrival. Use the Monterey altimeter for now. That's 299er 2.
That's kind of cool. Like you're doing at least something different. But
Yeah.
the BrainBot didn't give any warning. They just shut down.
Yeah, normally like the company Revlo that had a similar currency model, award model, they gave people a month warning. That's the cool thing to do is just go out there and say, you know what, we're shutting down. Go and grab all of your information that you need and start looking for a replacement. Don't just leave you in the wind one day. I was just mad. But
Yeah. Did they say why they shut down?
I think they quoted. There's a press release on it.
Oh, yeah, it was,
it had something to do with competition. It was not. It was I guess probably.
But
not,
you pay for BrainBot?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah. They're supposed to give me a refund because I paid like a year total. But all right, stills are enabled right now. Stills will be enabled for just a bit. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and stream under X-Plane 11 for a bit. I forgot to do that.
Loving this X-Pen 11 thingy now. Streaming under it, building the community. Love it.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest with you. I'm switching back and forth because FSX just has the new people that come in and see your stream. They just have more.
It's huge. Yeah, it's big.
But why not have us start to migrate some people over to stream sometimes on 11? So.
Yeah.
No. I need a beer. How long before? I'm gonna look at the IFR chart and see how long we have before we cross into LA Center. Who wants a piece of LA Center?
I think we're gonna go to LA Center though.
Oh yeah, you're right. I may not have time because I'm hitting Zune. What's the
Southwest
top?
94 under Tucson clearance. Good evening. Full route clearance. Clear to Phoenix Airport.
Oh, yeah,
Wildcat 3
I got time.
departure. Wildcat
124.
direct to Hot. King 1 arrival. Climb via the SID. Departure. Climb via the SID and squawk 5263.
I love it. Apparently, people are trying to steal snacks from each other right now, and if you fail, you lose the snacks that you tried to steal, and they're given to the person that you
Southwest
failed
94 under
stealing it
back
from.
Oh really?
It's a racket, as Josh would say. See, I switched to the X-Plane 11 channel. I lost 4 viewers.
Wow.
But that's okay. It's all about having fun. It's not all about the viewer count, because we are minuscule in our lovely
I was
flexible world.
watching Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Some Moon a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Dude, the guy's like 20,000 people watching it. I'm like, we get pumped for 150 people when we watch. We're like, oh my god, we got 100. Dude, he has 150 in the first 10 seconds.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's probably got 150 when he's not streaming.
Oh, more than that, probably. I don't know. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah. How do you pick who to steal from? It's random right now. And And Ultimate Simulation, you know that there's a timer on it, so don't keep trying to steal. Set your alarm. It's funny. I am going to give away Super Cub on the channel with snacks. And I'm going to give away Albuquerque, Mr. X Albuquerque with snacks. So,
Nice.
yeah. Yeah. 10 years from now, we'll be sitting around having sushi in the Bahamas, and we'll say, "Do you remember the JFM program?"
I think nobody will ever forget the JFM club. That was one that will stick for forever.
There you go. Albuquerque Center, Southwest 572. 2 minutes from the deck, please.
Southwest 572, approved as requested.
Thank you.
Yeah, 32 Charlie, roger. November 139er, Monterey Tower, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff, wind 220 at 4.
Southwest 572 is back.
Southwest 572, roger. Southwest 572, same Mach number.
.785, Southwest 572.
Skywest 5582, same Mach number.
825582.
Skywest 5582, roger. Reduce the Mach point 80 in trail spacing.
80 on the Mach 5582.
Southwest 572, maintain Mach point 78 or greater for in-trail.
Maintain 78 or greater for Mach number 572. You should try to run Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.0 emulator. Oh man, I would love that. I didn't even know if you could. I didn't even know you could do that. I would. Tannerman's doing .85. Dang. The Cub stream yesterday was awesome. Oh, I love the Cub. I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I really didn't think that I would be as in love with it as much as I am.
At Seattle, let me know when you've got that. Remain outside of the Bravo airspace. Expect your entry instructions for the Bravo from Seattle Tower for the 3-4s.
I released the YouTube video of it today, the group flight that we did on Saturday. It was pretty good. Oh, hey Max.
Nice.
I also there's a company.
Gulfstream 1 Kilo Juliet, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
There's an X-Plane News website
1 Kilo Juliet.
called Flight Deck X. FlightDeckX.com. I'm gonna show it on my stream for a second. It's kind of a cool news site that's getting bigger and bigger. I'm gonna show it on my stream here. And under the daily news section, there was Icarus announced 7 new airports, which is awesome. But look what the second story is on this website of news. Oh, John Fly.
Oh wow, look
John
at that.
Fly previews Mr. X6 short finals Albuquerque.
Wow.
On the news channel. CNN is next. Fake news, AJ says.
November 16 Gulf Alpha, Oakland Center, go ahead.
Historically, you think you dropped the most JFMs in one afternoon. I think the record, I think Computer Flying lost 100K in one day. Valdudes had the record for the most in one day because he bet 10,000 JFM on Red 7 and he hit it and he got 350,000 JFM. Oh, you reminded me of something there.
November 106 Gulf Alpha, Seattle Center, roger. Be advised, when you're connecting to the network and filing with DA call signs, the November needs to be included as part of the call sign because I'm not showing that now. I just have the 106 Gulf Alpha. Squawk 3151, maintain VFR. IFR clearance is on request.
McTrine, I would say the FPS is similar just from visually, but I can't put the data output ref up right now because of if I go to the X-Plane menu and come out, I lose my MCP. So when I get on the ground, we're going to do an experiment that I think will give a huge frame boost to not only me, but to everyone. We're going to try this thing. Stay tuned. Remind me to do the frame boost in Phoenix. Remind me to have a frame boost Pell L at the bar in Phoenix.
November 399er, contact NorCal departure.
Oh, for an auction. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
John, you're planning 7 right in Phoenix?
Is that what the ATIS has given us?
They're landing east, they're landing 8 and 7 right, but Southwest and Delta park on 7, so I don't know if that's what you were planning.
So 7 right, you think, is what I should plan for?
I mean, that's what they do in the real world, but I mean, I didn't know.
94 enter 2 ground runway 29 right.
I'm going to go ahead and plan that.
Center Gulfstream 1 Kilo Juliet at a 360.
Gulfstream 1 Kilo Juliet, roger.
So I'm going to put
Number 72 Charlie, roger.
I'm going to use
32 Charlie, roger.
I'm going to use my MCP panel to change my course to the ILS course 78.
Number 908 Tango Foxtrot, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
And I'll do it on the first officer side as well.
121.3.
And then I'm going to put in a nav course 110.75 just in case.
November 139er, enter NorCal departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 9,000, turn right heading 360, vectors to San Jose. One Drake, Golf Alpha, okay, roger. And I did not pick you up on radar, just be advised I was still waiting for that transponder code.
Yes, you did lose. Did you lose because you tried to steal, though? Then you deserve it.
November 908 Tango Foxtrot, NorCal approach, San Francisco information. Mike is current advised. Mike, expect ILS runway 28 right approach.
AJ, you don't need to set course, but for instrumentation, it's nice to have the course set.
Gulfstream 1 Kilo Juliet, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
When you agree?
2845, 1 Kilo Juliet.
Southwest 572, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Discretion and maintain 240, Southwest 572. Alright, I'm going to start my descent in 50 miles. We've been cleared 240. So I'll go ahead and use my MCP panel. And I'll put in 240, but we'll follow the calculated VNAV.
Descend via the Eagle 6 arrival. Phoenix is landing east.
How's the
plan the runway 8 transition for now.
Yeah.
Phoenix altimeter 29
Yeah. Yeah, I think for the last, I don't know, 6 or 8 versions, it's worked pretty well. I still, you know, occasionally you'll find the oddball
the nearest runway.
VNAV problem, but for the most part, it's I would say it's on par with the 757 V2.
Okay.
But people out there may disagree with me. Anyone in chat, if you run the Zibo, if you had
32 Charlie, contact Seattle Tower
issues.
120.905.
What am I smoking? I'm smoking a Barney Plate Oatmeal Stout.
Remember 4732 Charlie, Seattle Tower, roger. Cleared into Bravo airspace, enter left base, runway 34 left, and report a 2-mile left base, altimeter 3011.
I want, well, from a fan perspective, I want the Vikings to win, but from a fantasy perspective, I want the Bears to win.
SkyWest 5582, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Our discretion to 240, 5582.
Ultimate says his VNAV is awful. It flipped your plane over en route to LAC. I don't know where LAC is, but VNAVs don't flip planes over. You introducing flaps at 290 knots flips planes over. He's trying to correct it to KLAX, but then he put in LCAX. The non-headache water. There you go. Trubisky's. Who the heck is Trubisky? Is he starting instead of Bradford, or is he on the Bears side? AJ, as far as the VNAV is concerned, I would say the Zibo is on the 757 level. Yes. As far as VNAV is concerned, for a while now it's been pretty stable. It's following SIDS and it's following stars.
Gulfstream 1 below Juliet radar contact well.
Unless, by me saying that, it won't follow the Eagle 6 properly. I don't know. We'll find out. Top of descent is in 28 miles. And I'm going to check the thing over here. But in all fairness, AJ, you've flown the Zibo a lot, and you've flown the 757 V2 a lot. Is your Zibo, are you running 3.1 or higher, and has your VNAV been concocted? Because I trust you, because you do fly a fair amount. Information Charlie is current, Max.
Thanks.
I did use whiskey out of Albuquerque. And
I was proud of you.
Yeah, I thought you would be.
I was proud. It was strong whiskey too. You said with a punch.
Number 399er, proceed direct San Jose, VOR, resume on navigation.
By flipping my plane over, I mean that the VNAV set the altitude to 0 and the plane went into a nosedive and flipped over.
Cessna 32 Charlie, runway 34 left, clear to land, wind 280 at 5.
Well, when you're in the descent, you're not, how did your altitude get set to 0? And how did you let it go all the way down?
Southwest 572, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
2845, Southwest 572. Set COM1 128.45.
COM1 set to 128.44.
Set COM1 128.45.
COM1 set to 128.45.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 572, flight level 320.
Southwest 572, Albuquerque Center, roger. Descend via the Eagle 6 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 2984, and when you transition down to indicated, maintain 280 knots until 10 is, and then resume published speeds. Okay,
we'll descend via the Eagle 6, runway 8 transition, and we'll keep it at 280 or above F10S, Southwest 572.
SkyWest 5582, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
Alright, 10 miles to the top of descent. That was a long radio instruction.
SkyWest 5582 300.
SkyWest 5582, roger. As you transition to indicated airspeed in the descent, maintain 280 knots.
Alright, as you transition 280 knot 5582.
Number 8 Tango Foxtrot traffic, 2 o'clock, 8 miles, same direction, Dave Piper at 9,000.
John, did you... Tenement crashed.
Oh, that sucks. Alice is in a parentheses also. That's interesting. Alright, I'm going to go into... I'm going to take off the VNAV here. We're descending at 2,000.
Sky 34 Charlie, roger. Taxi via November, Tango to signature, monitor ground point 7.
Vertical speed mode. Vertical speed mode. I'm going to keep my speed up to 2.8 or higher. So there's 285.
Phenom 8 Tango Fox, roger.
And then I'm going to go ahead and descend down to 7. I'll mark 7,000 in the MCP because that's the bottom of my... Yeah. Okay. All right. When I do the runway 8 transition, it should show on the Eagle 6. I better look that up.
SkyWest 5582, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 2985, and resume published speeds at Peso.
Alright, descend on Eagle 6 for the 8 transition, put a request in for 7 right with approach, and we'll publish speeds 5582.
Phenom 8 Tango Foxtrot, contact NorCal approach 135.65.
Hey, R. Wilson Truckerboy, thank you for the host. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Remember 3990 San Jose, altimeter 2990.
You can alter the descent speed or... Yeah, you can do it in the descent page. Or no, I've done it on the legs page. I haven't done it in the descent page before. Speed 274 right there, but see, on the legs page, I think it goes lower. So I'll let it to... We'll descend manually, which is pretty normal. Alright, so Max, can you help me through this? The Eagle 6 arrival.
Yep.
The runway 8 transition.
Yep.
Is that the one going off to the north?
Number 908 Tango Foxtrot, NorCal.
After Homer, it's going to
ILS, runway 28
Baltics.
So yeah. Eagle 6, Eagle 6, Eagle 6.
Oh, yep. That's what it is. Because
Yeah, it's the north one. It's
Okay.
the one that goes Queenie, Heine, Obasi.
Okay, perfect.
Gino, Queenie, yep.
Alright, perfect. Thank you.
Center 5582, confirm 270 at Peso. You still want or still 280?
Correct, and SkyWest 5582, published speeds at Peso 270.
5582.
So we're okay to go back on VNAV. And then we're going to slow down to 250. Tennis. I bet you that's tennis for like Phoenix tennis. Thank you, R. Wilson Truck Boy. You have a vector in there messing up your VNAV? I do. So I need to go Homer, Botox, Geno. So Homer, Botox, Geno, Quenny to Heine. So we're fine. We'll get vectors probably after Heine. I think we'll get vectors right here anyway. I could be wrong, but I think it all looks good. Go ahead and get ahead of the game on the lights. Set my auto brake. My reversers didn't work yesterday. Val dudes, evening snaggers.
Charlie Roger, take care.
Dude.
Southwest 572, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
2865 CF, Southwest 572. Setcom 1128.65.
COM1 set to 128.65.
Phoenix approach Southwest 572 19.5 descending Eagle 6 with Charlie.
Southwest 572, Phoenix approach, roger, your choice, runway 8 or 7 right.
7 right would be great Southwest 572.
Southwest 572, roger, expect a visual approach, runway 7 right.
Visual 7 right, expect Southwest 572. Alright, let's flip it up again. Alright, departure, arrivals, Phoenix. ILS 7 right. ILS transition, sure. But we're going to do the visual, so we'll be on vectors by that time. At the bottom of Eagle 6, I'm showing is O base. So I'm assuming that we can follow O base all the way down before we get vectors for.
We just 7,000 is the bottom of the star.
Okay. Take it off of standard pressure. Let's go to local altimeter 3011. Set that on the first officer side, 3011. I'm gonna head off to bed now. Got chase plane, but messing around with things have messed my key binding, so my head hurts from trying to sort that out. Hey, I hear you, man. X-Plane 11 welcomes you to alleviate the head pain tomorrow. Seaman 8:30 heading to your hometown. Nice, nice, nice. Where to from here? We're going Phoenix to Vegas. If I survive the landing, that is. Alright, let's verify that we're set up for 7 right. Because we'll use the localizer even though we're going to be doing a visual approach. Yeah, 110.75 set. Course is set. Let's see if we're following the speed restrictions. We got 250 at Bodix. .230 at Gano in 13 miles. Alright, seems to be doing it. You looking forward to extra quick views? I don't know about the extra quick views. We'll be able to map more, huh? That'll be nice. I'm more looking forward to the G1000. I have a feeling that 11.10 you'll have a Cessna, a Skyhawk Cessna with the G1000 ready to go out of the box. That's my assumption anyway.
I'm a Tango Foxtrot, contact San Francisco Tower 120.5.
Can you imagine, Max, if the G1000 is hot to trot in the Cirrus, in the sim?
Towers 5582, contact Phoenix, approach 128.65.
Be pretty cool.
Phoenix approach, Skywest 5582, 14.8, descending on the Eagle 6, Charlie.
Skywest 5582, Phoenix approach, roger, expect your choice runway 8 or 7 right.
7 right, 5582, please.
Skywest 5582, roger, expect visual approach 7 right.
Visual 7 right, 5582.
Alright, we need to slow down to 230. It's following it perfectly. AJ. K-Joe, how you doing? Where'd the K-Joe command go? I don't know. Goldsy will probably add it back in like 7 seconds flat. Oh, there he is. It's following the V. It's following the VNAV pretty well.
How's it going?
VNAV's good, friendly.
Skywest 5582, compression has just not worked out as I was hoping it would. Plus, I had a departure coming out of Tucson. I was going to try to make a gap with you guys for, but that's no factor now. If you want to pick your speed up, cancel the speed restrictions.
With regard to VNAV alone, yeah. not anything else.
Some arrivals it does really well, and some just it doesn't seem to. Or if you make any changes, that's when it gets upset.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't fly it enough, maybe. All right, I'll take that back. 757.
November 39er,
still on top.
NorCal approach 120.95.
Like if you change the approach, it kind of screws everything up, like big time.
I just changed the approach just now, and it seemed to take it. But hey, Brett San, how you doing, man? Thank you for yeah. My wife gave me that haircut. Believe it or not, I still have hair.
Number 9ers are right, Tango Foxtrot, San Francisco Tower. Can't remember if I gave it to you already. Runway 28 right, clear to land, wind 240.
Maybe she's nicer to you than me, because you give it so much love. I give it a lot of love, but you give it its own emote.
I sleep with it. K-Joe, what scenery should you do next? Well, if you want to tackle something big, go do Ontario. That's probably the most wanted airport on Pilotedge, even though Some people don't like it. It's the most wanted airport. It'd be hard to do, though.
Start for 139er, NorCal approach, roger. Oakland altimeter 29er, 2.
John Fly still to Zibo? Yes. Yes, still to Zibo. Wifey did a good job? Yeah, she did. And I still have a wife, B2 says. Yep. No GPB yet, no. Alright, I need to pay attention. What am I doing here? Okay, landing lights are on. Auto brakes are on. I have been cleared to land in Fargo, North Dakota. The beer is cold. The girls are hot, or the wife is hot. The shepherd pie is good. Alright, I got the field in sight, so I guess I could call in, huh? Now we might as well go to the O base and then let's get tower ready. Tower's
Skywest 5582 at Heine, resume the published
120.9.
Alright, sir. Heine, published speed to 582.
Alright, turn in at O base. Another hot 600? Dang. You guys.
I decided to be
Southwest
nice.
572, just gonna maintain
put a
5,000.
self-advertisement in.
Send to maintain 5,000, Southwest 572. Alright, rotating it to 5,000. Going into vertical speed mode. Alright, 210. Yeah, well, we can do 210 for a while. We'll make the turn. Love it.
Sterile cockpit.
Sterile cockpit. Oh, me? You mean me? I can't talk too much.
Southwest 572, turn left heading 170.
Left to 170, Southwest 572. That was a quick turn, wasn't it?
Yep, just needed to build a few miles there for the descent. And Southwest 572, descend to maintain 4,000.
Descend to maintain 4,000, Southwest 572.
Skywest 5582, descend to maintain 5,000.
5,000, 5582.
Alright, let's put in a notch of flaps. And I'm going to go down to 180 on the speed. Leveling off at 4,000.
Southwest 572, turn left heading 110, advise Phoenix Airport in sight, and should be off your 10 o'clock position in 1-2 miles.
110 airport in sight, Southwest 572.
Southwest 572, roger. Cleared visual approach runway 7 right, maintain at least 170 knots until 5 mile final.
Clear for 7 right visual, maintain 170 until how many final?
Southwest 572 till the 5 mile final.
Till 5 mile final, 170 maintain. Go 180, we're fine till the 5 mile final. We're going to hit the intercept the Loke button, just cuz. And we're coming up to
Skywest 5582, turn left heading 170.
17 hitting 5582.
ILS is above us. Till 5 mile final, we're going to go ahead and put flaps 2 down.
Somebody was calling NorCal approach.
Gear coming down. We'll go 170 on the speed.
November 60 kilo Mike, squawk 6, correction, squawk 5602, maintain VFR.
We'll hit, and I'll go ahead and go a little more flappage.
Skywest 5582, descend to maintain 4,000, rolling out on the 170 heading. Traffic to follow 10 to 11 o'clock, 6 miles, speed eastbound on the 7 right final, descending out of 4,000, Boeing 737.
5 foot 4, we're looking on the 170 hitting 5582.
That's kind of cool. 170 or greater until 5 mile final. You're starving on snacks? You can get
5582 at the traffic.
You can get them in no time.
5582, turn left heading 110 to join final, follow the Boeing 73, cleared visual approach runway 7 right.
Left turn heading 110, join the final, we're cleared for the visual approach 7 right behind the 73, 5582.
Southwest 572, contact Phoenix Tower 120.9er.
Over to tower, thanks. Southwest 572.
Worldwide 84, Portland clearance, good evening, clearance on request.
Phoenix Tower, global Southwest 572, visual 7 right.
Southwest 572, Phoenix Tower, wind variable at 5, runway 7 right, clear to lift.
7 right, clear to land, Southwest 572. Alright, we are now 5 mile final, so let's go ahead.
Over 39er, descend and maintain 5,000.
And let's set that to 136.
Number 60 kilo Mike, radar contact 25 miles north of Sacramento, VOR altitude indicates 6,200. Clear to Santa Rosa Airport, as filed, maintain 8,000, and the capital altimeter.
Get your Southwest pilot who forgot he was flying for you. So go ahead and guess your landing rates. We'll see who's closest. We'll award some snacks. If I had to guess, I would say it's going to be about 271.
Skywest 5582, contact Phoenix Tower 120.9er.
Oh, there's some new sounds. That's cool.
Phoenix Tower, Skywest 5582, 7 right.
Skywest 5582, Phoenix Tower, 5 miles in travel, Boeing 737, showing 150 over the ground, wind variable at 5, runway 7 right, number 2, clear to lift.
Clear land 7 right, Skywest 5582.
Alright, 3.5 mile final.
Radio check.
5 by 5.
Thanks.
$500. $400. Autopilot off.
Wind check 5582.
Wind variable at 5.
Thank you, sir.
200.
Southwest 572, exit left, looks like Gulf 8, or correction, Gulf 6, join Foxtrot 9er, cross runway 7 left at Foxtrot 9er.
Alright, Gulf 6, Foxtrot 9er, cross 7 left at Foxtrot 9er, Southwest 572.
Worldwide 84, clearance available, guys ready to copy.
Gulf 6, Foxtrot 9er,
Worldwide
cross.
84, cleared to Seattle Airport, Portland 1 departure, vectors to Cougar, then is filed. Maintain 6,000, departure frequency 124.35.
That was my bad, I shouldn't have stopped.
Block 4376.
Alright, cleared to Seattle Port 1, Cougar as filed, maintain 6, departures 125.35, and squawk 4376, worldwide 84.
Worldwide 84, read back track. Southwest 572, taxi via Echo Delta 11, monitor ground 132.55.
Echo Delta 11, monitor ground, Southwest 572.
That was 5582, join Foxtrot, left turn on Foxtrot 8, cross runway 7 left.
Foxtrot 8, cross 7 left. right, and then Echo 5582.
I was so busy I couldn't catch your landing, Max.
November 39, contact NorCal approach 127.4.
You didn't miss much.
I don't know if you guys what'd you say, Max?
I said the landing didn't miss much on it. It wasn't that special.
Setcom 132.55.
That was 5582. Turn left on Echo, Delta 7 or Delta 6 to the ramp, monitor ground 132.55.
Alright, monitor ground left Echo, and we'll take Delta 7 5582.
Here's $5 for calling your landing speed right on the money.
That's what I was just about to talk about. Thank you for the donation. I did. I said I think I'm gonna land about.
39 NorCal approach. Roger. Information. Sierra's current. Expect visual approach runway 20. Advise when
I said I'm gonna land about 271, and I did. I nailed the number. Thank you, Cooper Fish.
November 39 Roger. Turn right, heading 020. Vectors left downwind. Decide to maintain 3000.
Oh.
Going ground worldwide 84 on the north ramp, ready to taxi with the weather.
I got so task saturated with that taxi instruction that I forgot to put my spoilers down.
Worldwide 84, Portland ground runway 28 right, taxi via Alpha.
28 right via Alpha, worldwide 84.
That was cool.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Made a few screws, but I called my landing rate on the number, Max. Right on the number. Thanks again,
That's
Cooper
awesome.
Fish.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, I didn't clean it up, Chucklehead. I know. I kind of got task saturated there. It's hard with one pilot. Yeah, my auto throttle was left on. Although here it's showing it's off. Did it shut off? I don't know.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
Donation train.
Donation train indeed, Goldsy. 77 with the dono. Keeping the Pilotedge dream alive. Thank you for you and Coop and the Pilotedge gods who were listening to me pray for Pilotedge. That was cool. Alright, I'm going to look at the Pilotedge map. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to just go show tracks. Oh my gosh, we almost had the same track.
Advise executive airport inside 11 o'clock, 14 mile.
Or did you already disconnect, Max?
I disconnected already.
Oh!
I don't care.
Going 39 cleared visual approach, runway 20.
Donation train.
Donation train continues. Cirrus Max. Anyone with a Cirrus Max? We need to rock at least 3 Cirrus Max emotes, and then I'm going to give everyone 50 snacks.
Worldwide 84 Portland Tower, wind 040 at 3, runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff.
28 right, cleared for takeoff, worldwide 84.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
This is remnant.
Choo choo.
Choo choo, says Chuckle Hut.
2 kilo mic contact, Oakland Center 132.2.
Choo choo. This reminds me of that night with Whitney Houston. Do you remember that night? With Mr. Gibbs? Thank you so much, Chuckle Hut. Thank you guys. I guess Pilotedge is popular there, Max.
Yep.
Thank you, Max.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Chuckle Hut.
November 60 kilo mic, Oakland Center, Roger.
I guess so. I mean,
all right, let's add 50 snacks to everyone. Add 50 to all. All right, let's watch a replay, but I better disconnect from the network.
Disconnected.
Come on, come on,
Come on, come on. You can do it. Get down, get down, get down.
Yeah. There you go, Captain Bano. By the way, that cost you 50 snacks to play that sound. Just so you know. You got 50, you played the sound.
Alright. That's priceless. Okay.
Alright. Pilotedge disconnected. Let's do replay. So here, and we want to do that one. Maybe we'll go a little further in. Airport's up there. Yeah, we can go a little further in.
I think we got a hot mic. Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is crashing for some odd reason.
Everybody listen, we got a hot mic.
Yep, that was 50 snacks to buy the hot mic sound, or to play the hot mic sound. Deducted 50. I gotta turn the sounds down though, they're probably a little hot. Alright, channel commands. Where is it? Hot mic. Edit, turn the volume down just a tad. Alright. And I think I need to edit the rip one so the volume's a little lower as well. Rip, 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 rip. Priceless.
Rip, 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 rip. Alright. That's priceless. Okay.
I should give you royalties, Max, for all the sound bites. Something on the hot mic sound made my dog start barking. That's funny. Quick question, folks. What's the order for operation when coming into an ILS off of a SID? From LNAV to VNAV, do you go VOR LOC, then approach once it's picked up on ILS? That's a good question. What I do is I usually do VOR LOC when I'm on that final vector, like that Goldsy $1 million vector, to pick up the LOC. I stay on the lock, and then as soon as the pink magenta gets down to near where I'm like on the slope, then I engage the approach mode, but I could be wrong in my procedure.
Alright, Josh, it's Vegas. It's the next one?
Yeah, Phoenix to Vegas, yeah. But I gotta do two. I gotta do a runway view and a tower view.
I do everything.
And I think it might be the Mesa 5 departure, maybe?
Yeah, the route's here. I'll give it to you.
Cool. $271. And then the nose bounces. Alright, shift 3 now for the runway view. Mesa 5, Sissy, IGM, Tyson 5. Okay. Thank you, Max. Oh yeah, the FPS booster. You're right. I need to do that. So okay. Oh, look at that view. I needed a little rudder though. Alright, last view will be from the tower. This is what the tower saw. Oh, baby. I still remember the days I didn't know how to turn an autopilot on. Seriously.